Welcome to episode 3 of my CD DVD optical drive player on the PlayStation Classic video series. In my previous videos, I demonstrated playing real game discs on the PlayStation Classic via the Retroarch disc project. But in this video, I'll be playing DVD movies on a disc drive. A DVD-ROM or whatever. I'll do a quick demonstration first. I had hooked it up to an OTG cable in the back. So here's my DVD app. Let me load up a movie real quick. And you may have to excuse my sloppiness. As always, I'm doing everything unprepared on the fly, you know. So I'm using an LG DVD portable, whatever. Previously, I had used some Chinese brand DVDs from Banggood, but this one, it plays really well, and it's a USB 3.0. It only requires one USB. So anyways, so I popped in the DVD. Let's play it. And most DVDs, well, anyways, here it loads. It loads up all the VAW files, including the menu and stuff. You may have to skip it. And the controls are like, right is to go 15 seconds ahead, up is to go a minute up, and down is to go, a minute back. Yeah, as you can see, it's playing a movie. Let me turn up the volume.
Hundreds of fierce beasts, the dragon lords.
Yeah, for now you have to use a keyboard, but just like the app on the computer, it's the same controls. T is for subtitles, but I noticed to enable subs, it sometimes it doesn't play all the lines. Because DVDs use something called VOB sub, which are bitmaps. But I don't know, but I think when like two subs are overlapping each other or something, when it's playing like too quick, it just skip a line. But a way to fix that is to convert the DVD to MKV. And you can change the audio by pressing A. It'll change to, hold on, let me skip forward. That's the Japanese. But when you press A to skip audio, it kind of goes out of sync like for a second. You might have to press back to resync it, I guess. I don't know. Just go back a couple of seconds. And so yeah. Now, you can keep going forward. It'll keep skipping. But the thing with this is, it's sort of a workaround. I had wrote a script, or I copied a script, where it plays all the VAW files from the disk, right? And so like, there's no menu navigation, like you can't select chapters or a title or episode. It just plays all of them, even the extras. So to go to the next title, you gotta actually escape, like press escape, and it goes to the next VAW track. It's not perfect, but it's a workaround. So yeah, but the only issue with that is you can't exit out of the app. If I keep pressing escape, it just goes to the next title. One workaround is you eject the DVD. So then that way there won't be any videos, and when you escape, it won't have any videos. But yeah, so let's try another DVD just to show that you can insert new DVDs. But what I have found out is like if a disc fails to read, like it may not read any more discs, like the disc is too scratched or something. So you may have to restart the PlayStation Classic. I don't know why that is. So you may have to give it a second. You hear the noise of it loading. So just let it go. Devil Hunter Yoko. I find that a lot of anime DVDs work, but there's a lot of like American movie DVDs that I tried, and it has some DRM protection or CSS. Let me skip that. And in a minute, I'll show you how the script works so you can maybe understand it a little better. There may be some lewd scenes in here, so I'll just exit. Oh yeah, you can't exit, it'll just skip. So, what spacebar is to pause. So you might want to pause it before ejecting, you know, so it don't just freeze frame. Alright, let me exit. I should show you how the script works. Yeah, so here on my computer, I'm transferring all the files via FTP, I think it's called. I'm using FileZilla. So there's this run script right here that I have to edit. Yeah, so here, as you can see from the shell script, it starts off, it automatically insmod those CD-ROM drivers, or they call it modules or something. So it's done for you already. But if you want to manually load it up yourself, I think there's a way where you can put it in a folder and it automatically loads. I'm not sure yet. But what I did before was I modified the Autobleem start script, and so it'll auto load every time you boot up. And I'll include that in the description too. So it makes a directory called CD-ROM in the temp folder inside the RAM. So anything inside the RAM is going to get deleted once you reset or power off. So it mounts the disk at a dev SRO. So it mounts the disk inside, and then it mounts it to the temp folder, the CD-ROM folder. So basically, we can view the contents like when you put a DVD on your PC and you can browse the files. So yeah, that's why it works with the OTG in this method. In my previous video, when I showed playing like game disc, yeah, it's hard to explain, but if you was to play game disc from the back or audio CDs, it won't load up at all because it's not reading it as a data disk. You know, if you put an audio CD in your computer and you try to open the files, it may not load. So yeah, that's why. I don't know. I'll demonstrate that too. But yeah, so ignore all this. It's just loading up the libraries and stuff. So what you got to look for is this bottom part right here. This is a script for F. I don't know. I just copy paste some code. But the thing you got to know is it looks for files inside the video underscore TS folder, and this asterisk indicates a wildcard. So that means any file name, it'll look for any file name. That's what the wildcard means. And then that has a extension of VOB. So basically it opens up every file in there that has a VOB extension. And then it just plays it at 1280 by 720. This SN that indicates no subtitles. So I disable it at the start. But you can toggle it on if you want. Then auto exit, when it exit, when it finished playing, it just exits. So yeah, why am I out of breath? I should take a break for a minute. Yeah, so that's how the DVD player works. And you know, I'm no expert in FFplay or FFmpeg, but you know, if you look up online for the documentations, I'm sure there's more commands you can add and filters, I don't know. But this is the basics of how it works. So yeah, and I've also included FFplay, which is these are the same packages. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the script, which this one is more configured for DVD players only, and this one will be what most people will want to use. Is as a media player. It lets you load up media files. The only thing is you gotta edit the script to load up videos, but you can also have it so that you can edit it so that it'll load up any video files. So if like you was to put videos inside a folder, and you know, just use that script to have a scan for any media file, it'll just play. Even music, FLAC, MP3, all that. Oh, and one plus, one benefit of running this FFplay is there's a slight speed boost. Like this is a 720p video, 30 frames per second.
Danger to us all.
If you was to try to play this in the Retroarch FFmpeg core, there will be like stuttering and slowdown. But this actually, it can play full speed, but there might be slight frame drops. But I find that 24 frame film at 720, that plays really well, so you might want to try that. But usually 480p, you know, those run perfect. Let me fast forward to a high action scene to show what I mean. I'll test it on Retroarch to show the comparison. Final Fantasy 13. Alright, let's try it on Retroarch. So load. You'll know the DVD drivers work if you see a load this icon. However, you may have to enable it. There's a user interface and menu or something. Right here, show load this. Anyways, let me load up that video. Now media, that's your USB, your entire USB drive. And I have put the video in here somewhere. So then, FFmpeg. I may rename that later to like DVD player or what is it? FFplay. Because I'm really using FFplay, but FFplay comes with the FFmpeg package. But yeah, let me load up that same clip here.
Don't worry.
You may notice some slight slowdown.
We'll finish this and go see.
Pretty much it reduces the speed slightly. Sounds kind of like it's underwater too.
Branded by Pulse.
You must be Snow. Sid Raines, Brigadier General of the Fleet.
Your son's a hero. Will erect a memorial in you and Project
Should in the room of someone's blood.
Yeah, you get it right. It reduced the speed. And I wanted to show something. The Retroarch FFmpeg doesn't play WAV files for some reason. You know, WAV PCM files or movies that contain WAV audio. Like some DVDs, especially music video DVDs, they have what you call it? The audio format is in PCM WAV instead of the usual AC3 audio. And yeah, those won't play in here. You just hear a static sound. If I could find one. Oh, it's in Retroarch. I think. I've encoded that in FFmpeg codec with uncompressed wave. Yeah, but the standalone FFplay can read it. So that's something y'all might want to know. So to show you how to load up media to FFmpeg, this app right here, there's numerous ways you can do it. I suppose the most easiest way is to just use you know, transfer from your computer on over to the PSC using FileZilla. So right here I'm connected to my PSC. See this media folder? It's my USB. I can view the contents, and yeah, so there's this run script. You know, you can save it to your folder. It's copying it to my desktop right here. And I gotta edit it. I imagine most probably don't want to do this. See, I have this right here. Yeah, so you know, the basic command is if you want to like load up a video, you know, just input the file name like 1 MP4. It's gonna load up this. Let's just test that real quick. So when you edit the script and when you run it, it's gonna play the new video. Oh, and let's try the 720p. This is in 24 frames per second, and I find that plays really well. So 720p. So it's loading up this 720p video. I must have typed something wrong. 720p. Oh, I forgot the P. 720p. Run it. I just download some sample MP4 720p videos. So a film is usually in 24 frames per second. So, you know, since it's rendering less frames per second, it can handle it better. So yeah, if you got some DVDs or media in 720p, it should play okay. No stuttering or slowdown. There may be slight frame drops though, but I'm not sure if it's frame drops or that's just the style of film. Serenity. Let's get to the action.
Where's it, Rick? We gotta lay down our lives for her.
You want to run this ship? Yes. But you can't.
The third web alliance knows what's coming.
No, we're not gonna see this go.
You really think any
Okay, that's enough of that. So if you want to open videos inside a subfolder, like here it opens up the file from the current directory, which is the FFplay directory. But say you want to just simply you want to open up a video in the vids folder. For that, you can either type up the full path like /media /apps/ whatever. You could do that, or if you want to go inside the subdirectory, you just type period /vids/ and that will work too. And you gotta specify the title, the file name, I mean. So here I'll put mkv. Gotta go up a level to transfer the script. It's a random anime I downloaded to use as a sample. Yeah, let's fast forward. MKV, it works great, especially for the subtitles. Like I was saying earlier, on DVD, VOP subs, for some reason, it doesn't play all the subs sometimes. But if it's in an MKV container, it plays properly. If I could get to some dialogue. There we go. So yeah, the subs play properly in here. And after the end of this video, I'll show a simple way to convert your DVD movies to MK4. And it's real simple. You won't sacrifice any quality, because what it's doing is basically like the DVD format. It uses VOP containers. That's not a video format. It basically houses streams inside the VOP. So a VOP can contain an MPEG-2 stream, AC3 audio stream, PCM, or a subtitle. And there's this program called Make MKV, and what that does is it basically retransfer or repackage the DVD into a different container. They've been doing that with Blu-ray too, where when you rip it, they put it inside MKV, then you can watch it on your computer. And it has everything, the Duro audio or subtitles, all that. I'm not sure if it can handle menus, maybe, I don't know, I don't really mess with it, but yeah. So the other way to do this is you can use a file manager. I have a file manager here called Dozip Commander. It's a DOS file manager, or you can even use Windows 3.1. So I haven't released this, but I'll make this available too. So I'm gonna need a mouse for this. Let's see. Running out of ports. That was my Wi-Fi adapter. So I don't think I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to put that in first before. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, and with this you can navigate so here's my DVD drive, just like in the FTP program. So here's the run script. I can edit the script this way, But I don't really like doing it this way because like it doesn't show all the text at the end. So hold on. But yeah, this will work. And it's kind of slow too. Oh wait, it's down here, no, right here. So I had another file on there called mkv2. So, and you have to exit F10, okay, and it'll save it. I did something wrong. Let me restart it. Okay, so I've discovered the problem. So back to where I was. I'm using a X4 file system, which is a Linux file system. And for some reason, like when I try to install apps, it won't launch from the Autobleem carousel. I have to do some weird pseudo permission crap. So yeah, when I edit it inside that file manager, it must have messed up the permissions. I don't know. So, but for other file systems like FAT32, NTFS, and exFAT, that should work no problem. So if you're like me using a Linux file system, which I find runs a little quicker, faster, I guess, and you'll have this problem too. But another option we can try is Windows 3.1. One of the reasons why I use X4, it has symlinks. Basically, I'll show you what I mean. It's basically a shortcut to a folder. See, like right here, this is my C drive, and I put a symlink right here called media, and that goes to my Autobleem USB. But for you to get it to work, you will have to put the Windows directory on the main root of your USB, and mount your USB as C, and then you got to go into the Windows folder. That way you'll have all the contents available for editing and stuff. So yeah. Here I can run the script. I can open it with Notepad, but I prefer, oops, wrong one. I prefer, damn it, I don't have the program in here. Thought I had it. Am I using the wrong USB? Damn it. Well, the program I normally use is called Ultra Edit. That one's real good. But let's try this. I'll be back. Windows 3.1. Hopefully this will work. If not, I don't know. But Ultra Edit seems to work pretty good. It's the run script. If you're on Project Eris, it's going to be the launch script. So here, let's just try to change this to 2. Come on, work. Damn it, it don't work. I don't know. Well, I gotta transfer the files back. I'm sure it works on yours, on the FAT32 or whatever file system. I got another option that'll work too. I'll be back. Back once again. I ran out of storage, but yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, the other method for playing videos using the FFplay, aka FFmpeg. So you know, like the DVD player, how it loads up all the VODs. In this case, it's going to load up any and every video media inside a folder. So if you don't know, this pound sign, it means comment, like notes. Well, when people put that pound sign, it turns into a comment. It's meant for developers to read or take notes or whatever, or to temporarily disable something, but keep the code in. So I'm gonna uncomment this because I had kept it in there. That was for the DVD, but I'm gonna edit, modify it so it's for the vids. So I'm gonna type up the full path. It's media, apps, and then FFmpeg. And then get my mouse. Media, apps, FFmpeg, vids. Vids. I think apps with a capital. So now it's going to search for any MP4 or AVI that has an extension of that. But you could add more, like MPEG. I don't know all the formats. There's MKV. You can read audio too, like FLAC, WAVE, MP3. I don't know. You're gonna have to just manually edit this, but you know anymore? I guess real media video or something. And that's all I can think of. Oh, VOB, that's DVD files. All right, let's try that. So I'll put this in here. I'll add that in the vids folder. Let's give this a try. Finally. And if we want to go to the other video, we just escape. And it'll just play it in a playlist. This is another benefit that the other FFmpeg doesn't have in Retroarch. It can play multiple files in succession. It can't shuffle play, that's one downside of it. And I'm sure with this we can edit with a file manager, no problem. Because you're just moving files inside a folder. In fact, let me try that. Forgot to put in the mouse. So here it has 2 panes, you know, so you can move files around. This will be my FFmpeg where I'll transfer it to inside the vids. Let's see. I'll just add all these videos in. I think there's a select all. Just click move. All right, now we should just play all those videos in that folder. I hope. I feel like I'm leaving something out that I wanted to showcase. I'm trying to cover everything. So this is the method that you'll probably want to use. Just have a folder that you'll want to dump your videos into, and then just run it, and it'll just play everything.
And soon, you convince them.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I wanted to show that you can play streams, live streams. Glad I didn't forget that. I'll do that after this. So right, you press right is about 10 seconds forward, up is 1 minute forward. Down is 1 minute backwards, and left is, you know, about 10 seconds back or something like that. It's 720p here. And it also depends on the bit rate. I find 5000 kbps to be working great for 720p. But you know, you have a high bitrate video, it might be harder to render. .480p works perfectly. It can't de-interlace though. I mean, I don't think it can. You may have to look up the documents and the documentation, and they may have something on de-interlacing, but I can't make heads or tails out of that documentation. It's like 10 pages long, it's hard to read. And one downside of this is you can't exit unless you you gotta keep going to the next video until it reaches the end. I'll try to figure out a way to implement some sort of script, shell script, to make it break. Saikano. I haven't watched this in a long ass time. When you toggle subs, you may have to step back or forward for it to show or refresh. I don't know why it's like that. And that is it. Last thing I want to show is live streams. I need my mouse again. So I have bookmarked some live streams. Oh, I forgot to mention, I should have commented this out. You can actually, you know, put a lot of those commands in. It'll just play it one after another. So let me comment this out. So what I mean is you can add multiple live streams and then like here, here, here. And when you exit, it'll just go to the next channel, you know. Now at the moment, it can only play links that has HTTP. It can't play HTTPS. I will have to recompile it and enable a library called OpenSSL. What was it called? Secure Socket something. I keep confusing it with server side include, because that I and the L looks the same. But yeah, you know, I have bookmarked some live streams. If it's HTTP or RTSP, which is for like security cameras, those work too, as long as it doesn't have an S. But when I make this available, I'll try to put the secure links too. But let's give this a try. First, let me save it. I don't know if these links are still active. So I guess it's just security cam. Dude, this is just a sample video. It's been up for like years. Guess they're finally taking it down.
Let's take a look into another technology for smart interior designs.
We're watching live TV.
Capture the image of corners and
It's the zoo. National Zoological Park. It's a live panda camp. I don't see any pandas. And some links, it takes a long time to load and it might just time out. But you have to just sit here and wait. But yeah. Unless I did something wrong on the script. I think I'm supposed to put done. I forgot to put done. No, I don't think I'm supposed to press done here. I gotta put the auto exit. Well, you know what it is, hopefully. And I guess this concludes. Did it exit? My shit just died. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show. How to rip your DVDs into MKV. Yeah. Let me get my DVD drive. This is a pretty simple process. Pop the DVD in. If you've installed Make MKV, just load up the application. You know, I notice a lot of people call programs apps now. Like back in the day, we used to call it either programs, software, or even applications, but rarely do we say apps, but everybody call it that now. Guess it's the new thing. So I guess you just press this button. It scans the DVD. And the process will be like copying the movie to your hard drive, but it's repackaging it in an MKV container. So it's not like recompressing or converting, re-encoding. It's basically muxing, which is a term for multiplexing. So, you know, there's two titles here. I guess it stands for episodes. The only thing downside, it doesn't let us select chapters, so I gotta select the entire episode. But I'll do that. I'll just select the first episode, and we can select the audio, subtitles, and then we just click the make icon. And yeah. And in about 15 minutes, it should be ready. And you can probably do this with FFmpeg too. I'm going to include the FFmpeg inside the package for the FFplay, because really FFplay is a part of FFmpeg, but it's meant to be used as like a test tool to test videos with FFmpeg. But FFmpeg is supposed to be an encoder. It doesn't play videos. It can like trim videos, compress it to H.264, H.265. You know, it can do a lot of advanced stuff. The only thing is that there's no GUI. It's a command line only. Yeah. So it's not very useful for the PSC because you can't play videos on there. But if you want a video edit, which probably not many will want to, but I'll include it anyways, because for someone like me, it might be useful. Because one of the projects I have in mind, I want to create an AMV, anime music video, entirely on the PlayStation Classic. And I want to do everything on there, cutting, editing. And I also want to upload to YouTube and Twitch for my PSC, you know. So that's the challenge. And with FFmpeg, you can do that too. In fact, I tested it. I uploaded a clip to Twitch. And you can do that with Restream. Like if you have a Restream account, you can add, sites like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And then you can use FFmpeg to stream to that. I forgot what they call it, the stream link, and then it just broadcasts simultaneously to all of them. Yeah. I'll show an example if you want. Let me turn on my PlayStation Classic. But in this case, we're going to need a program called Putty for the command line. Either Putty or you gotta edit that script and you gotta type the commands in there and launch it, but you may not really want to do that. Let me enable the internet. If you're on Project Eris, it'll auto launch the Wi-Fi. I'm on a Bleem Sync 1.2 kernel. Autobleem has its own kernel, and it has its own Wi-Fi driver, but for some reason I have issues with my adapter, so I switched to Bleem Sync. And also because Autobleem, I don't think it has SFTP, the secure FTP. And I don't know, I guess that just makes the transfers faster for me. So I tried this on Project Eris, but it didn't work, so I had to downgrade to FFmpeg. But yeah, I just gotta log into Putty. Some people, they asked me about this, about what it does. And I said, I'm not an expert either. I'm just, you know, a hobbyist. But I should probably blur out my, I don't know if it's risky to have your Wi-Fi IP address. I don't know. But if you want to know where it's at, you go to Retroarch and go to information, network information, and right there on the WLAN, oh, that's the Wi-Fi address. So you just gotta log into there. You can do that with FileZilla too, but the username is root, no pass. Once I'm logged in, I'm into the PSC. Like I'm inside the internals. Like I can see, you know, the file structure here, like the kernel stuff. I don't understand all this, but I just know media, that's the USB. So let me go inside the apps folder. I gotta capitalize the apps. And then FFmpeg. Here I have FFmpeg and FFplay. You can run, you know, it from here. FFmpeg. You gotta put this / to run it like a Linux program. And what to do? Let me use a sample video, 720p. I'll put it in here. I'll put it at the root. So I guess input, like let's say I want to trim it. I got a command here actually. I saved it, I was gonna show it. This is just to trim. You can find all sorts of commands on the internet. Just search for it. Then we just gotta modify it. So the beginning is the 0, 0, 0, that's the start. For the input, put 720p. And then for the time, we can indicate where we want to split it. So here is 5 minutes, but the clip ain't that long. So I'm gonna put it to 1 minute. That might be too long too. I'm gonna put 45 seconds. And then, I don't know what we call this, hyphen, I guess, C. Is it a hyphen or dash C, copy. That means it just copies it, direct stream, no type of re-encoding, just copy and split, lossless. So we give it a name like trim, and we gotta put the extension as MP4. And then when you run it, it's gonna trim it. And let's say we wanna play it, and I don't think we can do this. I mean, it won't, I don't know if it'll work. I mean, it'll probably have errors or something. Oh, I guess it works. But I don't think it have any sound though, because the sound is in use. Yeah, that's right. So I have to launch it from the script, because the script, it disables the Autobleem menu, the GUI. So to do that, I'll just let me just change this to let me undo all this because I'll just change this to trim. Now we upload the script. All right. And it's going to play about 45 seconds. Now, putty is useful for hacking, I guess. And you know, you can browse the internal contents. Like that's how they did it before, how they were able to copy or replace the internal games. But you could do that with FileZilla too, I'm not sure. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's basically to have access to the root, the internal contents, the USB, all that. There it goes, about 45 seconds. So last thing I want to show is to finish up on that MKV. So from the top, from the beginning, you saved it in video. See how it converted to an MK4. But as I say, it's not converting, it's just repackaging. And you know, it has the subtitle tracks, no subs, audio tracks. So you know, if you want to rip your DVDs like this, you can do it that way too, and the subs will play properly. But most of your videos probably only have subs. It's only for some people. So that's the last thing I'm gonna show. I'll just add this MKV. I'll put at the root. It's about a gigabyte, 1.7 gigs. I might just pause it here, and when I'm done, I'll return. It's gonna take about 4 minutes. Oh, I should have put MP3s in here because this thing will play MP3s too. You know, FLAC and all that stuff. Yeah. So I'll be back in 4 minutes. Oh, while we wait, there's actually one more thing I wanted to show. Plugging in the DVD from the OTG cable. As I say, it could read data disc, but like I have a game here. It's a Sega CD. It's not going to work with games. I didn't plug it in. You know, let me show from the front first, because I know the front works. The front works for sure. Now for video game disc, you gotta load the core up first before you load up the disc. Like, I should contact them. Oh, the transfer's finished, but let's do this real quick. I don't see no. You know, I could load up the DVD players. Maybe I didn't load up the drivers. I should probably plug it in first, then turn it on. But normally I have it set up so it should automatically boot. Huh. Maybe I disabled in KM's core, because I never tried it on this core. I mean this Retroarch build. Let's do that later. For now, oh, you know what? I think I fucked up. Did it transfer because I pulled the Wi-Fi adapter. Damn it! Gotta retransfer. I'm gonna restart. I should have put the keyboard out. I'm not using the keyboard. I bet that will even work. Let's try partially. Let me rename it. I'll name it Yo or Yoko. I forgot the MKV extension. There it is. Subs turn on, audio change. But as I say, the audio, you're gonna have to rewind a little bit because it goes real fast. But once you enable subs, you gotta step back for it to show. Let me try it again. T for subs. That didn't take that long, right? You can transfer your DVDs pretty easily. This is only if you want subtitles. You could just run the DVD player app if you don't have subs. So let me try that Sega CD thing again. I'm gonna have to contact KM if you don't have the Retroarch disc project, because I would like that feature. Because I noticed this build is missing some things, like it doesn't have AI service, the Google Translate thing. I mean, the voice work, but it doesn't display, you know, subtitles. All right, I'm running out of storage, so I better make this quick. This is a Sega CD game. Let it load up for a bit. And I must say this LG DVD, slim portable DVD writer, it works great. Way better than my previous demonstrations, but yeah, it's an LG brand, so it may vary on what type of external drive you have. But yeah, as I say, this one has the load disk option. The other build didn't. I'm gonna have to contact KMFD and say, yo, what the deal is, and hopefully he'll add it. So in this case we have to load up the disk. No, we gotta load up the content first, because if we try to load up the disk, it'll tell us to load up the core first. I should hit up Retroarch too and ask them if there's a way to have it load up the disk first. Because you know, if you load up the core, it'll give you a list of everything. Yeah, Sega. Because if you load up the disk, there's only 4 cores that support it. So wouldn't that be better? You know, less options. So Genesis Plus. I'm loading up the Sega CD disc. You know, off camera, I tested it and it was working flawlessly. But now when I'm recording, it doesn't. What the hell? It's like when I give praise, you know, it just suddenly stops. Just like my other episodes. Ain't that a trip? I don't know what I did. I just moved it. I guess it gotta be balanced, you know. But yeah, I'm plugging in for my front USB. I'm using a CDRW too. So you have a retail disc, it might be a little better. This is called Flink. And I'll try audio CD too. I'm running out of time, hurry up. Okay, that works. No problem. But the reason why I showed that is because I want to show me trying it from the back. So force a habit. I always eject first before I power off and stuff, just to be on the safe side. Power off completely. What is this? My Wi-Fi. You know, I'll take this instead. This is my USB. So if you're trying to plug from the front, you'll have to do the current limit removal mod that I showed in episode 2. Okay, plugged in. Yeah, fuck it. Force out. Sometimes you just gotta force shutdown. So here I modified the start script so auto launch the CD-ROM drivers. So I don't have to load up my DVD app. But yeah. But for the package that I release, it's gonna be bundled with it. So you can do that too. You can load up the launch up, load up the app, and they'll load the drivers. Anyways, here we are. I'll just edit all that out. I mean, so I plugged it in the back, and I'm gonna try the same thing. But yeah, it's not gonna load. I tried a ton of times. You know, I tried, you know. So if you want to play retail discs like game discs or even audio CDs, you're gonna need to do that current limit removal mod. But just take my word for it, it's not gonna load. Not from the OTG. It can only handle data disc for some reason. Yeah. I can't exit out either. Oh, maybe it's gonna go. Just to show that it won't, I'll just wait. And if I'm out of storage, sorry, I guess this will be the end of it. Thanks everybody for watching. I do want to try an audio CD. Yoink. I wonder if I can just unplug it and plug it in the front. That'll probably work. I could probably put this in. I could probably put a controller in the OTG. I never tried that actually. Music CDs. I got like 2 minutes left on my storage. Gotta make haste. I usually use the Sega CD or TurboGrafx core for music CDs. So TurboGrafx is PCE.
Impulse to drop a bomb, shit I get lit off underground hits till the nigga can't quit, hustling like a G to the fullest degree, packing my metal for niggas that's jealous. I look at the ghetto, what do I see? Body bags and white sheets for some peeps on the same street with me. I better keep heat with me for fools who seek me.